Well, this is the 25th of May. This is like the anniversary of my first trip over the bar, and that was yesterday on the 24th of May 2016. Today is the 25th, and I'm just on my second outing over the bar, and we're going to see where we can get to. We've got the tender with us, so hopefully we can find some little coves to mow up in, and hopefully in a minute I'm hoping to cut the motor once I get in line with the second buoy, because the wind will be behind me then, and the tide. So fingers crossed. We're going out at 4.8 knots. Okay, we've come out, we've cleared the buoy, the bar, and now we're heading up to Baggy Point. I'm on a heading here that's just past Baggy Point, but I'm going slightly off, because if I go directly to the heading, I'll hit the rocks there. So I'm slightly off to miss the rocks. And we're going along at 2.2 knots, and we're headed out around the bay to Woody Bay or Watermouth Bay. But we'll see whether we're going ashore when we get round there. I've got the autopilot on at the moment because we've just been in the cabin and made a cup of tea. Sam and Lyra didn't have a drink, so Lyra's come on about with me now in the sun. She'll be red hot in a minute. And the solar panel's on and we're blasting power in, so at the moment she's still flashing saying fully charged, so we're putting in more power than we're taking out. So say goodbye to Insta for now. Our little tender's with us. If we want to go ashore, we've got the tender, and we've got our flag flying, PSL. Well, I've turned as much equipment off as I can now, and save energy. All I've got on now is my depth sounder and my phone, and I'm heading on a northerly heading, and just heading north, and that saves me power, and the compass is as good as the GPS. I'm steering 300 degrees now, and we're going out round Ilfracombe, and there's nobody flying today. As you can see, the wind's coming from over the back of the hill. So, round Ilfracombe Point, and down towards Woody Bay. Just saying goodbye to Ilfracombe as we go round the cove. Well, we were up round the point there, and now we've come up past to Ilfracombe again. We hove to and we went back down past Ilfracombe with the tide, but now the tide is just on the turn now. It's been going in now for the last 10 minutes, so we're under sail again, and we're going back up the way we come, and we should be going faster when we come down, and we're either going into Ilfracombe or Woody Bay. Well, we're trying to make way, make up for what we lost when we hove to. I took too long hove to. I should have making a lot of headway now. Bloody hell. Well, the wind has dropped to next to nothing, so I don't know if you can see Ilfracombe over there. I got a few hours to go yet. The time is, it's only 4:15, and high water is not till 6:30, and I don't know what I need to go in there on, so I'm sort of lining myself up for easy position to go in on the motor. Well, we got in, we couldn't get water now, so we had to come right round. There's the pregnant lady, there's the Oldenburg, and now we're on a visitor's mooring. We're going to find the Harbour Master now over there, and round into the sunshine, and there we are now. Alright, we've done the front sail. Both engines are okay. we got up this morning and we got to wait for the harbour master. Pay him his dues for anchoring up here. Having another cup of tea. Samuel stinks where he fell in the water. He stinks terrible, you rascal. Look at him. Do you stink, Samuel? You do, a tinker. And there is on the back sunbathing. And we got high water. It's been high for some time now. I don't know how long after tide we can go in and out. But I'm going to give the harbour master till 9 o'clock. If I don't see him, we are going. There's nowhere over there to put the money. I think there'd be an honesty box or something. So, no honesty box, no payment. Well, we just come out of Ilfracombe. We had a nice night in there on the piss. Spent a few bob, and it was £7 birthday for the night in there. That's not too bad at all. So I'll be back there. Harbour master's a nice guy. Well, the swell's a bit bigger today, and they're more like waves today. See, it's not all like little rolling along on split ceiling. They're gentle and smooth. They're not knocky and bangy. So hopefully my back won't be done in today. But we got now till about 5 o'clock to go on our mooring back at home base. Well, at this point, the camera, I kept forgetting to take the cap off the end. It's a waterproof camera. I spent some time in with the dogs. We spent a lot of time that day, actual fact, hove to, and it turned out we wasted a lot of time. Eventually the storm came in, and we just could not get positioned to go into the harbour. Anyway, as you can see, the dogs ate our food. I give them some tinned fish, they love that. And little did they know what we were going to have at the end of the day. It got up to 35-mile-an-hour winds eventually. And I did try to take some video, but each time I forget to take the cap off. This was on the afternoon. Me and the dogs were just laying down, taking it easy. Lyra's tired. We're hove to again now, but we're not quite hove to because both the sails are working. This is a little bit more efficient than hove to. I just tie her up and on a course, and she's bouncing about from there to there on her heading, but our track is actually towards the end of there. So with the tide going out, it looks like we're going over there, but in fact we're going there. 45 degrees off. Well, now it's done the same as yesterday. Wind has dropped right off, and I got to get as far down tide as I can now with the tide, because it's the only help I'm getting is I'm going to have to do 3 or 4 tacks to get into the harbour, and I need to get well down water, because in a minute tide is going to ebb any second now, and when it changes and starts coming back in, might make more headway that way, but I'm going to be also going back that way. Eventually the winds did pick up, and I never had a chance to get in the cabin and get a flotation suit, flares or nothing. If I'd have needed anything, I'd have come unstuck, because there was no way I could lead the tiller. I kept losing control of the boat, and I couldn't figure out why. Twice the boat was slammed more or less flat on her side, and that was in the gusts, and due to the weight of the boat. Well, now I'm wondering if it wasn't just going into a shallow ground in behind the land over there that made it seem like it was leveling up. But now all over again, and just go that far, ain't too. Yes, eventually we made it over the bar. I had to tack all the way in. I tacked from one side of the bar to the other side. My brother, who had been a bit of a worrying, was up on the big sand dunes looking out over the sea. They were worried there was 3-4 foot waves in the bay, and they were worried that I wouldn't be able to get back, and there was thunderstorms due for the night. But we managed. At points watching me, my brother thought I was beaching the boat because I took her hard in, and more or less within 2.5 meters of the beach. Any smaller tack and I wouldn't have made it in. But we did get in, and thank God we're safe. Was I ever glad to be home? But can't wait to get back out. Anyway, thanks for watching my video, and I hope I can find some more fun and games. Sorry I didn't get any good pictures of the gals, but we were rather occupied.